Alright, and we are live. So, yes, sir. Welcome to the NASCAR Heat 3 MBN Fade Grips Duel number 1 at Daytona International Speedway. This is the pre-race show, and I'm here joined in the booth by Roofer here. Roofer, any guys out there to specifically keep an eye on in tonight's race?
I got the roster here. I don't know who's in one or who's in two, but I tell you what, you always got to watch out for Smoke Fan. I mean, he finished first in his split last night in the showcase, so I mean, he apparently he knows he has Daytona down. And I'm telling you, a guy like out of a dark horse that you may have never heard of. We got a guy that's back that hasn't been on for quite a while. Keep an eye on the 88 of NWO. It's New World Order, because I know he's a really fast guy. And something happened with his PlayStation, and I know he's back. So, like I said, somebody that someone's never seen.
Personally, I feel like the guys to watch out there, would probably be Slade. He's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Slade here in the booth. Slade, how'd that qualifying run go?
I'm right quick here. I just want to know something, but yeah, it went pretty good. I made a qualifying setup and didn't put it in, but still pretty much the same car. Just one has a little more gear, and that's honestly about it. Um, yeah, so pretty good qualifying run. And we got sixth overall. Teammate Marcus in the 31 will be with us because he qualified eighth. Yeah, should be exciting though. I'll be racing Duel 2. Y'all got the Duel 1 qualifying order, right? And then also the Duel 2.
Yes, sir. Are you gonna
Actually,
are you gonna be
yeah.
staying here up here with us calling the first race or no?
I will not. I'm gonna go back to the party chat and maybe work myself some more. But
Uh,
yeah.
No,
all right.
that's no problem.
All right. Well, we will we'll let you get back to getting that setup ready and just receiving confirmation that Smoke Fan is actually going to join us in the booth after this race here. So we will have Smoke Fan in the booth with us for duel number 2.
Yeah, that's it. I tell you what, Smoke Fan, man. Not only can that man drive, but I tell you what, he has a very great personality here at Midnight Broadcasting Network. All of our guys are just kind of like family, and like just like me. If you guys can hear anything in the background, I'm sorry. It's my 2-year-old. I mean, he's just a little 2-year-old son, so it's hard for me to get him to be quiet sometimes, and I'm hoping you can't hear him because I went out and bought a $150 headset. But anyways, man, I'm telling you, after I'm looking at who's in Duel 1 and Duel 2, you guys, this is going to be a show, man. There's a lot of, like I said, I think I did a survey yesterday, and like 12 or 13 of our drivers here out of like 23 are all showcase drivers, and I mean, there's not many leagues on PlayStation 4 that could say that. I mean, how competitive Midnight is.
Oh, absolutely. We had midnight guys. I think all in both dual races. I believe
Oh yeah,
they're both races, split races. I
right.
believe we were in the top 10.
Yeah, the worst, I think Saab Max finished 12th in split one, and but everybody, AJ Storm finished 8th, and everybody else, we had 4 other guys finish in the top 8. And then in split two, we went 1, 2, 3, and then 5th, and I think 7th. So, I mean, that's exciting, man. Whenever your guys are going 1, 2, 3, and then top 8, I mean, that's why I jump up in the booth. That's why Sean jumps up in the booth, because this is the Premier League on PlayStation. Whether or not some people want to agree with that. I mean, as of right now, with the viewers that I've seen, and the amount of subscribers. This is only a week-old deal, and we're already getting 300 views for races. So if anybody can go smash that like button on the Midnight Broadcasting Network YouTube page, I'm gonna be keeping track, and I'm gonna figure out a way to do a drawing from everybody that subscribes between 100 and 200. I'm gonna draw someone's name, and I'm gonna personally give them a $50 PSN card just because I want to get our subscribers up there. And I don't want to give a certain number because then people will be like, well, I don't want to subscribe yet because we're still 50 away. So I mean, the faster you subscribe, what I was thinking is like the guys that subscribe between 100 and 150, they get 2 shots in. The drawing. The people that wait later on to the 200 mark, maybe they get 1 shot in. But we're gonna figure out something here to reward our subscribers. We want to take care of everybody here at midnight. We want everybody to feel like they have a house. I mean, a home here.
Well, sir, as we're just waiting here to get the invite to get duel number 1 underway here in the Midnight Broadcast Network. You want to talk about our sponsors here?
Yeah, actually, we got Ronin Imports, everybody. Ronin Imports. You got to check them out. Go to RoninImports.com. Any kind of social media outlets, you will find them. They make 3-piece wheel sets. It's really like an import scene. You just have to see the website to know what I'm talking about. Fade grips, guys. I mean, if you guys that run controller, or if you play Call of Duty, or COD, Fortnite, sometimes if you play for hours, your controller gets slippery. Even on NASCAR here. Fade grips is one of our, it's a grip for your, controller, and you can pre-order them in all size, different things. It says on it really cool. And also Travis Braden, guys, TRBRADON or EN. He is one of the top 5 up and coming newcomers in NASCAR. I mean, whenever you get that kind of recognition, I mean, the guy's good. So they're saying he's the next Kyle Larson, the next Kyle Busch. I mean, that's just pretty much what they were saying. So you got to check that guy out. He has my controller fucking my PlayStation up, and I don't know where he's at.
Yes, sir. And that is just a few of
I'm sorry for the viewers at home. My son, actually my 2-year-old, got a hold of my controller and was turning my PlayStation off. Just messing with it, and I was trying to tell my wife to get it from him. And if I accidentally cursed on air, I'm very, very sorry, y'all. I thought I was booted up.
I didn't hear you curse, but I think you're all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, with this new Bluetooth headset, I'm supposed to be able to just take the mic up and it mutes, and then you pull it back down and it unmutes. So I'm hoping that's correct.
Yeah, we're just waiting on these invites here.
Sup, guys?
Yeah. Made the pole and everything. 32 car. Let's see. That's Young Boy Terrell on Duel 1's got the pole, and then in the 20. That one guy's in the 19. That is the only car I do not have on my list. If anybody can throw me a 20 out there, I'd really appreciate it. He qualified second with Smoke Fan in third. And then we got Harvick on the outside of second lane in the 10 car tonight. The 88 got...
Yes, sir, and I apologize about the blue screen here. I actually received the invite, and they invited me a little too soon, so I'm gonna need one of them to send.
They'll probably they realize they didn't get us in. They'll restart and send us a new invite. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up Jason Kepler's live feed, like I said, just so I can give the folks at home. You know, we're on lap 20 of 33. I know it's not as exciting to watch sometimes when we're not able to, you know, give you that information. Some of our developmental guys are going to have to, I guess, make a YouTube page, so when AJ Storm and Smoke Fan and them guys are in the booth watching us race.
Are they already racing or no?
On Jason Keffer's screen, it's blue screen.
Excited
right now,
for
so
Duel
I'm
2.
sure they're probably all back
Starting fourth in the 3-1.
I'm sure they realized they didn't get the broadcasters in. Because since you're broadcasting, you got to take your invite first. And
yeah, I did.
You've got to you got to make it in before me. And,
well, I got in there, but there was still like 20 seconds left before the race was gonna start.
Right.
So I backed out and I lost the invite.
I got you. Yeah, if you. A lot of those guys they like listening to the, you know, no, I don't know about that invite actually. Seconds every day, but I'm not gonna mention any names. I know he wants to just practice, but he should be tuning into the Cup guys here since he's in the developmental series. I want all these developmental series guys to come tune into our Cup races, whether they're racing, just watching, just to support the guys that
He'll be starting in the rear in Duel 2. Those times were all close. Fast lap by Terrell. Tune in about 1015-ish to.
You're having an issue with your headset, by the way. It's doing some kind of thing where it's saying some stuff in a girl's voice. Yeah, I just sent it to you. Alright, we got 40 laps here at Daytona. Times 2 where...
Still having any headset issues? Or I need to switch over. Okay.
Alright, and I am joining in now.
Me as well. I'm gonna do a quick headset change, guys, because I just bought this headset and it's a Bluetooth. I don't know what the problem is at the moment.
Alright. And you know, something that I just want to say here, young boy Terrell has a very fast car out there. I believe that he ran a 3:58 by himself in qualifying. So, very fast here at Daytona.
Yeah. I was wanting to make sure I had a copy here with you, Sean.
You got me?
Yeah, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. It looks like we're fixing to go green here. as they come into the tri-oval here at Daytona International Speedway, as we are going green here at Daytona. This car is coming at you at 200 plus miles an hour. Once they get up to speed here at this 2.5 mile super speedway, is the 20 Toyota of, I believe that is Slade, or of, no, it's not Energy, is it?
No, the 20
it's Dylan.
Cars, that is in, yes, that is
yeah,
NRG.
Okay, yeah, we got the 20 car of NRG out there in that Toyota, man. Those Toyotas look strong all throughout speed weeks, man. I love looking at Toyotas. Big Japanese car guy. But the 32 of young boy Terrell is dropped back, man. I think he lost the draft there.
Harvick in the 10 car is giving the 20 a nice push, and the 11, if they stay lined up, you know, and work together, and it'd be tough for that second pass. So are going to have to link up and do the same thing. We'll see if they fight each other or if they're just going to take it easy and try to work with each other and make it to the front.
You know, I believe that
got the fade grip on.
I believe that it's too early to try and push here, or too early to try and make too many aggressive moves. You got 40 laps to do it. You got enough time. You know, these Toyotas, they're strong cars, man. Like I said, I love Toyotas. My favorite driver is Martin Truex Jr. As the 10 car of Harvick gets pushed down the racetrack, but the 11. Or the 20 is like going to get left out behind there. I'm really surprised that the 11 didn't elect to go up with him and collect him in the draft there. But it looks like that the 20 is going to get some help from the 42, who I believe is in Smoke Fan. And see here, we could do come into, I believe we're on lap 3 at this point. Am I correct?
Yeah, we're on lap 3. Yes, sir. You are correct. In the 20s, you can see him getting stuck on the high side. The whole field is just going to... He's letting the whole field go by, and he's going to have to go back to the bottom and work his way right back to the front. Unfortunate, but that's what happens if you get hung out to dry. We're actually on lap 4 of 40, so we still got 36 laps to go. I'm sure they have the wear on times 2 or times 3, so you're going to see a few pit stops. You won't see many cautions. These guys are really used to running with each other. Like Saints right now, he's on the high side. He knows to just go ahead, drop to the back of the pack, and work my way back to the front. It's just kind of how you got to do it here at Daytona.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited for this Daytona 500 that we got coming up to call on Tuesday. It's going to be a fun race. But I'm looking to find, how's that 88 looking back there?
I tell you what, that 88 is looking strong. And I mean, he looks like he hasn't, you know, he's probably not used to the game because he just got his PS4 back. I mean, I'm sure, but from what I can see, he must have been doing a little bit of practice, unless that's him back there. Yeah, no, he has the draft, so he's in good shape. He might be just kind of taking it easy at the moment, because like I said, he just got his PS4 back. So he might be just kind of taking it easy, but I tell you what, if he takes it easy too much, these guys are going to leave him here. As everyone knows, at Daytona, draft is king.
Absolutely, man. That tank car is looking strong. We all know last season at the 500 how strong those Fords were. So, I mean, looking at Harvick, it's so surprising. Here's WVU fan in the 24 getting pushed by Smoke Fan there, and Slade, as well as the 12 car. Who's in the 12 tonight?
In the 12 car, we have Galen.
Who's that?
Galen. He's actually new here at Midnight. I've only seen him run a few times. So like I said, I think he's Galen Smith is his actual username. Everyone just usually calls him Galen. He's uses right now the 10 car of Harvick's got the bottom line really moving, and I want to apologize to all the fans. Harvick was pretty unhappy with me during the last race because I thought the roster I had, he was in the 4 car, and I was calling him in the 4 car, and I want to apologize, guys. He was in the 10, and he's actually doing a well of a job right now on that bottom.
He is. The 30 as a 32 of young boy Terrell there is getting back to the back bumper of the 11. Excuse me. And they're looking to make a move, or they're looking to keep that line going. I'm really surprised that the 4 car draft is it really pushing, but it looks like
Ooh.
42 up wide there. 11 is looking to try and get around that 10, I believe, here.
Smoke fan, if you're listening, man, that was a save that I've never seen before, man. I say, yeah, that's that's his little saying, man. We play Madden and we'll sit there and just hang out sometimes, but that 42 car just made a save that was unbelievable. So he just fell back in line in about 6, the WVU fan, and actually the 20-32 went high, and pretty much what they did was just give their spots up to Smoke fan and WVU fan. No one else went high with them. You got to have numbers. If you're going to go high, you got to get everyone to go high with you.
Oh, absolutely.
Right now, all right, as you can see, that 10, man, 10 and 11's really been strong. So we're going to see if them Chevys up to 24 and the 42 have got anything for those Toyotas.
Hey, man, I'll tell you, the 11 of Bullet, man, we haven't talked about him much right now, but he's there.
No,
He's
I tell you what, Bullet, it was one of our developmental guys because he never got a chance at the other league. No one would run with him, and his very first race he ran here, him and Noko, they let's say they crossed each other over about 7 times and got moved up to Cup immediately, and him and Noko both have done great things ever since they've been in our Cup series here at Midnight, and I'm proud because I can say that I was able to bring him into the league just from guys that I ran with during the esports. I knew were clean guys, so as WVU fan gets the corner, but he knew to let off. He didn't stick his nose in there. He could have. But WVU fan is a very smart driver.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, we're on lap 10 of 40. They still got 30 laps to go. So there was no point. He's made his way up to 3rd now, guys. That 24 it'd be really surprising if he ain't in top 3, in my opinion, in this split. But,
no, man, I'm shocked that I'm not seeing an 88 up there. I think that maybe if him and who he's got back there, I can't see. I believe that's who that Saint. But they can link up as Bullet gets pushed up the racetrack there. He's going to lose the draft. He's looking for every which way to slide back in. So he's going to slide back in between Galen there and get behind the 11 or get behind the 42.
I tell you what, the 10, that's another Chevy. So right now you got Chevy sitting 1, 2, 3. And I don't know if they're teammates or not. Well, we're going to see how well, if Harvick and Smoke Fan, if they're going to work with Harvick, or if it's actually the 10 is not a Chevy, it's a Ford. Right. So we're going to see if these Chevys, are going to, work together, if it's going to be manufacturer against manufacturer, or just, frenzy is frenzy. You see, the Highline has numbers now with 3. They're going to make a run with the 11 pushing Smoke Fan. That's AK at racing. He's giving Smoke Fan a heck of a push, and they're actually draining down up there on the high side. It's actually everyone went high, and the guys on the bottom are going to have a tough time at it now. See that right there. Now, if these guys can just keep on staying in the line up high, what's going to happen is the guys on the bottom are just going to have to end up falling back, and then they're going to have to jump on the back of their tail line. It's all about numbers here, man.
That's Bullet, not LOL.
Like I said, me, Sean,
hold on. Alright, maybe that'll work.
I got you, but you know how it is at the draft, Sean. Last night, like at Michigan, you said you had a big contact, 32, send the 10 around. Is there going to be a caution? That's going to be a big move of the game right there, as the 10 just gets drove into the wall. Is he still into the wall? He's hoping a caution.
The 4 and the 10 made contact in the rear.
I believe we will get a caution. If I don't know, guys. This game, we got a caution.
Got a caution?
Yeah, we got a caution. I was watching that. It don't look like anything that was intentional. Right now, Smoke Fan in 1st, Bullet in 2nd, Galen in 3rd, NRG in 4th, WVU Fan in 5th, New World Order 6th, Harvick 7th, Who Dat Saints 8th, and Young Boy Terrell 9th. I'm watching some of these guys pit. We got 27 to go, but They're gonna have to pit one more time from what I see. There's no way unless there's a couple more cautions that they're gonna make it on one pit stop. So another pit stop will come and play. You know, I'm wondering if they have damage. Well, no, I don't see no damage on any of the cars
Get it on,
tonight.
boys.
So they apparently have damage off. That would have been devastating there.
Did you switch headsets again?
No. No. How you got a good copy of me now? I'm actually wondering if it's not this headset, it's my controller. It has
Because I keep hearing somebody in like a Siri voice saying stuff about what we're saying. Oh, it's 40.
Oh, it's 42 gets into the sorry guys, of the 20. I had my the live stream of Jason Keffer's up, but the volume's all the way down. I'm not sure. At my house, it's completely quiet actually. Right now, 21 laps. Well, there's not 21 laps to go. That's somebody's rule, but I believe there's around 26 laps to go.
26 laps to go here at Daytona. That puts us almost at halfway. As the 10 is looking to draft here with the 24.
Who was your pick for tonight? By the way, I mean, you know, a dark horse that no one really, you know, and then, you know, one of the top guys that you might feel like you win this first split, Sean.
I'm gonna go with my dark horse being Bullet.
Chevy Camp.
And I'm also going to go with I'm gonna go with Smoke Fan.
I like that, man. I mean,
actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Smoke Fan. I'll take Bullet and I'll take Smoke Fan.
Right. That very good pick, sir. I like to get everybody, and you know, that's why I ask for dark horses and favorites, because you know, some of these guys, they don't never get mentioned, and as you can see, they're almost, you know, they're right there with the big boys. As you know, even Harvick, he, you know, some people know who he is, some people don't. The 20 car, even him, you know, NRG. Some people don't know who NRG is. He's a really fast guy that should have made the showcase. Unfortunately, he had to run 2 accounts. I mean, there's this. I want to make sure everybody in this race gets a little bit of known, like AK Racing, Young Boy Terrell, all you guys, man. I want to give you guys a shout out. Y'all are doing a heck of a job out there.
AK Racing, I don't believe is in this duel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna ride on board here with the 21 or with the 12 here, just seeing how he's handling things back there. It kind of looks like he's just riding around, getting his feet wet. This is his first Cup Series race with us, I do believe. So just gonna ride around here with him.
Yeah, he's ran with these guys a lot. It just, I think, like kind of like the Red Ring of Death happens on Xbox. I think that's pretty much what happened to him on PlayStation. I've had the game for a little over 2.5 months. I'd say a month and a half ago that happened to him, and he was probably going to be a showcase driver. I mean, maybe financially he wasn't able to just run out and just get a PlayStation. Some people aren't, you know. I had to go out and buy my kids a PlayStation today because, you know, my NASCAR, they're not used to me playing PlayStation all the time, but now that I got back into NASCAR, you know, I had to get them one so they can play their Fortnite and their games that they like. So, this is awesome, man. Everybody, be ready. We're going to have duel number 2 after this, and it's going to be just as good a racing. So I'm going to let Sean take over for about 5 minutes, man, and I'm going to try to get my other headset. I'm going to try to get it, make sure everything's right on it, Sean. So I'm going to let you take over, love.
Alright, sounds good. So, in the meantime here, I will call this race as the 88 of New World Order gets high up on the racetrack there. Looks like he's going to lose the draft unless he can slide in beneath the 20 of NRG there. We got a good race going on here, guys. Man, everybody's all packed in together with the exception of that 12 who just doesn't seem to be able to catch and maintain the draft with them. I'm sure he'll be looking to make some adjustments on pit road here, as the 11 is literally just controlling this train of cars all the way around this 2.5 mile super speedway track. These guys coming at you at 215, 220 plus around this track, man. A lot of car control. You know, it's not all about, I mean, you can make adjustments to the car as far as handling wise, but you're not gonna get too much tire rub and stuff like that as far as handling issues. As the 88 is looking to slingshot past the 4 here. The 20 is gonna go with them, it looks like. No,
I tell you what, I'm back, Sean. If I should, this is my new headset. I looked at all the settings. Does everything sound fine on your end?
Yeah, everything's good on my end right now.
Okay, well, I've ran with these guys in an esports lobby before when they were trying to get in for Daytona, you know, for the showcase and be in the top 10 in A class. And man, WVU fan was in first place, and he said, "This is they put 8, 9, 10 impact. I mean, you know, midnight guys behind me. This is when we were impact, and we, you know, everything changed. Chris is Morris, everybody, you know, that's the leader impact. He." Really great guy. He's just right now concentrating on iRacing. We'll expand on that later. But anyways, I was in a draft here with them and doing like 214, and I'm telling you what, I was in 8 laps. I was literally sweating because every lap, WVU fan coached me. You know, hold it on the white line. I mean, hold it on the yellow line. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And it is not easy when you're in this draft and you're doing 210 miles an hour to just make good corner entry and hold the bottom. Your car naturally wants to push high because you're going so fast. It's a tough thing to do. I mean, it's really impressive me that these guys, you know, they're all used to running with each other, so it's really impressive.
As the
Right
42
now,
pushes Bullet down the track a little bit, last no, it looks like that the 11.
I think the 11 backed out and maybe hit the apron and gave it to him. I don't know if the 42 push was a little too hard, or maybe he's on pit strategy because he went actually.
He's headed down pit road.
Yes, sir. He was on pit strategy. He said, "Guys, you guys can take the lead. I'm on pit strategy." Because right now we're at, let me get on Jason Kepler's here, his live stream. That's the 24, y'all. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to give you guys no laps at home, and that wouldn't be fun to watch. Right now, this is what, he's got 14 laps of fuel, so I know we're probably around 20 to go. As right now, the 24 is looking underneath the 42.
Yes, the 24 is leading the pack here at Daytona now, as the 42 drops back a little bit. Don't know if this is a pit strategy situation, no, but it looks like the 20 is going to get hooked up behind him here. He's not going to lose the draft too much, or at all for that matter. As the 32 of Youngboy Terrell is looking to the outside of the 42 of Smoke Fan. I don't think he's going to get that position, though. It's really hard to really maintain anything here, as the 11 of Bullet is came back on the racetrack here. We'll see if this strategy works out for the 11 of Bullet. These guys are coming fast.
Smoke Fan, man, there's a reason why he finished first in his heat last night at Daytona. This man practices for hours and hours and hours at every track we run. And it don't surprise me to see him do what he just did to get to the front there. I mean, he's a patient guy. He likes to be out front. He knows that's where the wrecks are not going to be. And it's going to be tough for anybody to beat this man. I mean, it's just, if I would have been one of the Cup guys, as you can see, actually, the 88 kind of make a run on him.
Yeah, but it's going to be really hard to pass Smoke Fan unless you got somebody behind you that'll go with you. But these guys are they're more or less just running in a line right now. I mean, they still got enough time. Moves aren't going to be made yet. As the 11 going up high here with the 24 and the 88 both behind him here as the 88 gets to the back bumper of the 11, looking to keep him in the draft here just a little bit. I do believe that these guys are probably going to want to make pit stops within the next 2 to 3 laps here to make sure that they are going to make it on fuel here at Daytona.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at the live stream here in just a second just to see the last time I looked.
Whoa, and the tank car in the infield.
Of Harvick, is he going to save it?
He is, but the 32 is also back there spinning as he hit the inside wall there. No caution.
Yeah, them 2-car accidents don't seem to bring out many cautions, and especially 1-car accidents. I had a guy last night at Michigan wipe out, and he's like, why didn't the caution come out? It's one of them things on the game. It's honestly, if you're in a 1-car accident, you can go up in the crowd and literally barrel roll about 40 times and literally go out of the stands, and it's still not going to call cautions. This is one of those things. You know, when the new update comes out, I'm sure it's something that's going to be fixed. But, you know, NASCAR Heat 3, 704 games, has done a great job with the product they have gave us. All these NASCAR fans, man, this is the game that right here that a lot of us have waited on for years and years and years. And there's a few tweaks.
Whoa!
Like,
and the 4-car there hit the apron a little bit. Whoa! They are side by side going down the backstretch here. And, you know, let's talk a little bit about the update. You know, I did hear from somebody that we're actually going to be getting an updated spectator mode that is coming with the upcoming update. That drops on February 12th.
Ooh, it's the 88. The 88 getting on pit road. Let's see if he can get her woe down. I know he misses pit road and gets back on. Oh man, that's gonna kill his about 6 seconds there. He was too fast entering pit road, and he kind of missed the cone and was able to swerve it back in. But that's gonna probably not put him in with the draft when they come back around. Not good.
No, his WVU fan seems to be able to maintain the control of this race, and who that Saint seems to be in second place now behind him. Actually, no, I believe that did Smoke Fan pass him?
No, right now Smoke Fan on my screen is in second place behind the 11, but WVU Fan in the 4 right there. They got a 4-car pack going.
But Bullet in the 11 hit pit road, so he's not on the lead lap, or he's fighting for not to go a lap down at this point.
Oh, you're right, because they already made their pit stops. You're right.
24, 4, and 42 didn't pit yet, so I believe that our leader right now is the 42 of Smoke Fan.
I wanted to let everybody at the house that, you know, that this, you know, to me is exciting news. I know it has nothing to do with NASCAR, but everybody that knows MP Roofer and my, you know, 200 and something friends that I have, man, I'm happy to say that me and my wife pretty much got engaged today. So I'll be a married man here soon. I'm really excited. Her birthday was yesterday. She puts up with a lot for me to even be able to commentate these races. You know, we have a 2-year-old together. And actually, I just got to give her a shout out, man, because if it was up to her, she'd probably take this game and sling it in the yard somewhere. I have to give my wife a shout out, man. But right now, I'll tell you what, that 10 car or the 20 car, 42 and the 24, they are really, I mean, if they all pit at the same time, as actually right now, Jason Kepler went high, he says, I think I got a faster car. If they hit pit road right, the way they've been drafting together, it's gonna be fun. But now they're running, you know, 2x2. That ain't what they want to do. Actually, you know what they said? They said, WVU Fan, you're the fastest. They let him get up front, and now they're gonna use his draft. And that was our strategy. We went and made single car runs, and we took the fastest guy, put him up front, which was the 24, and like I said, in the esports, I believe these guys went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I mean, it was that good of a run. And they got this track down. You know, some of them have trouble with it controllers. The wheel guys like 24, 42. I'm not sure about the 11. It's really easy at a track like this. You know, you barely crank it to the left and you're good. Hold it full throttle. So everybody, Ronin Imports, they've done a lot for us. Travis Braden, they have done a lot for us. Like I said, Fade Grips is new here. You guys, everyone can check them out, man. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do this in the booth. Me, Sean, you know, Will, when he's in here, you know, when Slade, WV fan, none of them guys, man, we wouldn't be able to call live racing for you. And that's what we want to do here, because we believe there's a market out there for it, and we want to grow NASCAR, the brand, and 704 Games, the brand, and as Midnight Broadcasting Network as well. So, anybody you can share this with, your grandma, anybody that, you know, knows anything about YouTube, just go to Midnight Broadcasting Network. You will see the logo up there, and just smash the subscribe button. And whoever can do that the most times, man, and get the most people to say, hey, Roofer. My name's MP Roofer on Twitter, on gamertag, that, hey, I got this many people, this is the guy that got me to subscribe. Whoever gets me the most subscribers is going to get a $50 PSN card. You know, it's just what I'm going to do.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Rewarding our viewers. That's awesome. And they are coming to 3 laps to go, and we have the 24 still in the lead here. How will this pan out? Will the 42 and the 4 try and make a move? You got the 20 car there of NRG. So this will be interesting here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As on the live stream, I'm watching something totally different than what I'm watching on the PS4 feed, as I'm watching Jason Kepler's live feed. So this is, I've never had this happen to me. So it's kind of interesting. As the 24 right now of WVU fan is getting a really big push, but they're all lining up on the top. Let's see if Hootout Saints and WVU can keep. Let's see who's in that NRG and Smoke Fan on the top. It looks like the bottom. Ooh.
2 laps to go here at Daytona, as we got these Toyotas pushing, and we got a Chevy and a Ford in first and second. Man, this is exciting. 2 laps to go here as we are now coming to 1 lap to go.
Guys, this is all about numbers, man. If that 11 decides to come down low, and this is what I would do if I was him. I mean, you know, I understand he has teammates up there.
Big contact with the 24, the 4, the 11.
The 42. If this is not a caution, this is Smoke Fan, and the 11's race to win is all 3 of WVU.
And we have a caution.
And yeah, that's what I was seeing on my screen, and wondering what was going on there, and
I
didn't want to broadcast it, yeah, but man, that was, you know, it gets intense when, you know, when it gets to 2 to go, Sean. It gets intense here in the booth, man, and they just started making some, you know, some moves that you hadn't seen all race, and we see the example of that.
Well, they were 3 wide going across the line there, but now at least we can see, you know, where everybody's going to stack up, because at this point in time, I don't know who had just come out of pit road, but if that's a white flag, then I do believe that 42...
yeah, that's from what I'm seeing on my thing.
No, we're going back to green flag racing here as the 12 car of Galen, I believe it is, right?
Yes.
Galen and the 12 car of Galen, who's just been riding around in the back all race long, as we are on a green-white checkered finish.
Green-white checkered, guys. This is our Fade Ronin Imports, Travis Braden.
Whoa, checkers, big contact there. 442. They're wrecking in the back. No caution, as everybody seems to have saved it, as the 24 is looking wide on the outside there. 4 goes with them. 20 is there. 11 is there. Everybody's leaving. The 12 hanging out to dry, as the 4 car of Hoodat Saints drops below, gets in between the 20 and the 12. 24 still leading this race as the 4 goes wide,
wow,
11 goes wide.
Down low. Now, right now, the 12, 24 dumped him. What's he going to go? We got a 1 to go, or running imports 1 to go. Is he going to, is he going to push him and be happy with second, or is he going to use his Toyota? No, we actually got a Chevy Ford Toyota, so there's really no manufacturer teammates here. Or you think they'll just fan 3 wide, or they're going to start making moves?
Well,
as you see,
that 20 car of NRG wants this win.
He tried. Yeah, he pulled out to see if the 12 would pull out with him. And he's actually given up track position. He just actually gave up third, trying to get the 11, the 42, them guys to go with him. But right now, WVU fans.
Oh,
like
the 12 looking to the inside. Will the 12 get it? Will the 12 get it? Is the 12 put him in the wall? The 12 of Galen making a desperation move there, going across the start-finish line, getting into the side of the 24 of WVU fan, knocking WVU fan back into the wall, slowing him down. I don't think WVU fan's gonna be happy about that move.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I know Jason Keffer pretty well, and he knows he had a very good car at Daytona. He's on a wheel. This is one of the tracks like we shine at. When we go to Watkins Glen,
wasn't nice.
Mid-Ohio, and Martinsville, us wheel guys, it's just tough. But when we get to a track like this is where we're supposed to shine. And to get kind of uprooted like that, I'm surprised I haven't seen the chat light up already, He must just be in in a good mood tonight. But
we don't get those chats anymore.
Well, you're right. And that's great, because you know what it would do in our broadcast, you would see a little black box out there all the time, and it got really annoying, man. But we actually created a post-race hauler, so anybody like that, I wouldn't imagine if WVU called him over to the post-race hauler, but let's get the top 3 in here, man. I kind of want to know what he thought about that. I mean,
you gotta figure out who the top 3 were. We know that Galen 7_72 there was the winner.
Yes, that was our winner. Let's see. Let me go ahead and start working on getting our winner in here. And then as we're doing that, if you guys can just type us in, let us know who second and third was, because it was so close here that it was hard.
I believe it was Smoke Fan in second.
I say yeah. That's a Smoke Fan, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna print up some shirts for this guy. When you guys see him in the esports, if he gets drafted, I want everyone to know that's Smoke Fan's logo. I'm gonna get it printed up. It might make it big one day, but I'm telling you, this guy put so much work in, man. I'm proud of him. Let's see. Let's get our top 3 in here. I'm fixing to start inviting some people that's on my friends list. Let's hope that our winner here, Galen, is on my friends list. If not, actually, I know how to search for people too. I'm 37, but I'm actually to have something to do with the PlayStation. I know what I'm doing, but when it comes to Twitter or something like that, it's really tough for me. Actually, is it Galen 72? I don't have a full name for him, and he's not on my friends list. I don't want to just invite any Galen in here. Hey Galen, if you can hear me, man, if you can send me a friend request, or Slade, if you can come jump in here, because it's Galen 72, so it is. He's got a Pittsburgh logo, so he must be a Steelers fan. I'm getting the winner. Him off, but I'm sure he didn't just mean he was running straight in the wall. That's just not how our guys run here at midnight. But Galen, actually, he's in the chat. Congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he went up, and then he was blocking, right? Because somebody was going with me behind me, so I was like, cool, all right, I just was gonna go for it. I was just having fun, but it looked like I got someone going with me, so I went high, and then WVU came up to block, and then I tucked underneath them, and I was trying to not go underneath the yellow line, because I don't know how y'all race. If we go under the yellow line, that's kind of a foul.
Yeah, you don't want to go under the yellow line. You're right.
So, but it looked like he kind of came down. I don't know if anybody. I wanted to know what someone behind me. It looked like, but
Well, yeah, from behind, I do not know from behind view. When we get our second and third place finish in here, they will be able to tell us on our screen. To me, it looked like you went up high just to like, take some air off of him to where, shut his run down a little bit that he had on you. And maybe you had just
Duel 2 coming up in a
lost
few
it and
minutes.
just ran right up into him.
I was good. I went high, and then when I tucked down low, it looked like he was coming down to kind of like try and block low again.
Okay.
But, I mean, that was my opinion. I'd like to see the replay if we got it.
It was live streamed.
Yeah, Sean, if you know how to do all that, but I'll let you go ahead and
Sweet, looking forward to this one.
It's prestigious to get a win with this class of guys, man. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, man, that's why I was in the
back.
back. I was in the back, not even pushing it. I was just kind of going with whoever would go with me. I was working with I forgot who it was.
Yeah, so you didn't care if it was a Chevy, Toyota, Ford.
No, man. I was just, I
right.
hate mail, man. That kind of gets old, I was just trying to go, and I thought it was kind of more of a fun race, but I'll give it back. I'll forfeit the win if it makes them happy.
Great race, emoji
Oh
flexed
man,
biceps,
like I said,
guys.
I wouldn't think. Like I said, I know anybody that's here at Midnight, man. They do not just intentionally wreck people. It's something that
2-4
guys just
car
don't
was the
do
winning
here.
car.
This is
That's
the very,
racing
very
thou.
best
Damn
of
goofing
PS4,
bro.
and I'm certainly not trying to, at all, take the win away from you. It looked like the 24
Are
had a
you
run.
going to get
If it didn't
NASCAR Heat
happen, it would have been a nose-to-nose
32019
finish.
update, buddy?
Yeah, that would have
But
been cool. That's really all I wanted to see
right.
is a good.
I honestly think it probably looked worse on the thing than probably what happened. So that's why I'm gonna congratulate you. I'll go ahead and get the second and third place guy
I
in here
am.
and kind of ask them what they've seen, and maybe we can. I mean, if you want to stay in, you can, and kind of like
Yeah, I would like to, man, because I
yeah,
don't
kind of
like bad blood.
right.
I like
Yeah,
WV,
exactly.
so.
Yeah, man. I know you're here for the long haul. You know that Midnight. We're trying to expand, guys. We're trying to.
Yeah,
We
I
we
mean,
just
I thought
got
I raced
Fade
a pretty
Grips
clean
on board.
race. That was for the win. Even
Right.
even even if I'd have done it on purpose, I think I mean, that was for the win.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it
for
is a
the
little
win.
aggressive, but I didn't mean to be
Yes.
aggressive.
How's
Right.
it going, Will?
Well, I mean, we
That
don't want guys that are just
UXX88?
gonna lay over here as well. I mean, but we don't want guys that are just gonna take someone out for the win.
Yeah,
But that ain't what it
right.
looked like to me. It looked like you tried to go and kind of like take the air off of the top side run, kind of.
Yeah,
Just
he was blocking.
what Dylan. Right.
I mean, that
So
was my view.
that's what I say. I want to get someone else's
He'll
view.
be
Do you know
back
who
race
finished
2.
second place by chance?
No, I don't.
We
They
got the
were.
Chungus dump at the line.
I know. Did you say Smoke Fan was at least third in the
Somebody
42,
back
Sean?
behind me was pushing me, and I wish I knew who it was.
That was Bullet.
It was
Bullet?
in second.
Bullet in
okay,
second.
Bullet.
I'd like to hear his
Okay.
view.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
there we
I
go.
sent
I
you
got
the live
Bullet
stream, so I'm gonna bring in Bullet now.
Okay, I got Bullet.
Can I stay, or
and
do you want me
then-
to bail?
No, you're good, man. I got enough room in here for you. I made it a 5-man lobby. Since we don't have 5 people in the booth tonight, sometimes that actually causes lag issues. So
Yeah.
Will was supposed to be in the booth with us, which I am going to send him an invite after this duel because we're staying live, guys. We're not going to stop airing. We're going to stay live. There we go. There's our second place finisher. Sean, I'll let you ask him what he's seen there in a second.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
Bullet.
curious. Did it
What's
look?
going on, guys?
Here, hold on, Galen, we guys gotta do this here real quick, and then you guys can talk. But so Bullet,
All good.
what did you think of that race there?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. It felt like I had the car to beat. Even being a lap down or right on the edge of a lap down, I was able to hang out front and keep those guys behind me. We had a damn good run, excuse my language there, but it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Everybody raced clean for the most of the race.
Sorry,
we saw a
Luke,
couple of
great
guys in the
race.
back get loose and
Chevy
hit the grass and stuff like
baby.
that, man. When you hit that grass, you can't control that car.
Mm.
I was really surprised I didn't bring out a caution. Other than that, though, man, it just looked like hard racing to me. When I got messed up on pit strategy, I thought everybody was going to stay out on that first caution, and so I was running about 10 or 12 laps short compared to everybody else. So I had to pit under green, and I thought I was like, you know what, I'm just going to run hard and help if I can and try to stay out of the way. And then that I want to say it was Saints made it 3 wide. going into the turn, and we bounced it off the wall, and that brought out the caution. And that gave me a chance because I still had good tires to save a little bit more fuel and get my lap back. And I was behind NRG, and we hooked up, my teammate there for Joe Gibbs Racing, and we hooked up, man, and we were hauling. We got up to the front quick, and it just seemed to work. And then I saw Smoke Fan getting a run behind me, and I laid back a little bit, got a run with him, and went to go high with NRG, was going to run with my teammate, man, and he got the bumper glitch, and it kind of made him look a little squirrely, so instead of going with him and wrecking him because I was going to hit him, I just dove back down up under him. Sorry about that, NRG, man. We had the team. But then I got behind Jalen, and it just looked like, Jalen had a good run once I got behind him. He went high, and WVU, he did what he had to. He tried to block. And, Jalen, he still had a little bit of room, so he dove back down on the inside, and I went with him. I saw the opportunity there to maybe grab a second place or make a close finish, and it looked like he might have clipped the apron or something and got a little loose, and just kind of got doored to each other, and they slid up a little high, and after that, there ain't really nothing you can do at that point. It's just hold on for your life at that point. But it just looked like hard racing to me, man. I don't think anything was intentional. I don't think anybody did anything on purpose to ruin somebody's race or anything like that. But you run a clean race for 40 minutes, and you get crashed out at the last second when you're going to have a really good finish. It's going to sting a little bit regardless.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. But I mean, I know that you yourself, you had mentioned how bad you wanted to win it because we had talked a little bit in chat, and you were saying that you're gonna put it in victory lane, man. You were there. You definitely had a strong car, man.
I had it, dude. I felt so good being out front because usually I've probably turned 1,000 laps at this track in the past week, and just trying to get my gearing set up. Yeah, you got to.
Did you run in the showcase by chance?
I did run the showcase, man.
That's what I thought.
I was up front most of the race with that one too. I was behind Diesel that whole race. Always running third and fourth for a majority of it, and getting on the pit road, man. I don't know what happened. Something glitched with my car, and every time I tried to brake hard, getting hard on the braking, I couldn't control it. Like, it would just literally, it wouldn't make any sound. I wouldn't get any tire squeals, no vibrations, stuff like that. And it just skate sideways. Like, I don't know what happened. I ended up hitting the 14, getting on the pit road, and that gave me a lot of damage.
Well, Bullet, man, I'm glad I got you introduced to this league because, I mean, really in another league, he was one of our developmental guys that, no one knew. And now he found a home here at Midnight, and he's getting second places with the big boys. I mean, I'm sure you're stoked, dude. I mean, big change, huh?
Oh yeah, man, it's awesome. This organization, man. Even when we get heated and ticked off at each other,
it's go to the hauler, talk about it.
Yeah. We hash it out. Me and Harvick had some incidents in the last race, and we talked it out. And you got to be mature. It's just racing. You're going to have bad days, you're going to have good days, and it's not worth losing someone as a friend over something that ain't really worth it, because you'll get another opportunity. It'll all get squashed. Yeah. I just want to say thanks to AJ for putting me in the 11 car. Thanks to Midnight for allowing me to be a part of this and to really step forward and be in a leadership role here. NRG, NOCO, all the guys on my team, man, they've helped me out a ton. That one guy, AK, even though he's not on my team anymore, he helped me out a lot. And then my sponsor, Fake Grips, which is also the title sponsor for the race tonight. I actually use Fake Grips every time I run. They make my controller really good. But you guys did awesome tonight up here in the booth, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you guys again at the 500 with a win this time.
I sure hope so, man. Thanks, buddy.
All right, brother.
Alright, so we are going to get Smoke Fan up here for duel number 2. And we are going to stay in this live stream. I just got to go blue screen here for just a moment to adjust some stuff here. But...
to get to see more of that on the live stream later on.
Yes, sir. So we are going to get Smoke Fan up here in the booth, and I believe Will is also joining us as well for this race. So
this one, I'm gonna let you guys kind of, you know, do your thing. So if you don't hear me for a while, you know it, you know, I'm letting you guys kind of shine in the booth. I've done this thing for quite a bit. Everyone knows who Roofer is. I want other people to know. Everyone knows who a Smoke Fan is, too. I say, yeah. Anyways, he just joined in the booth, and like I said, you know, I'm going to let everyone get to know Sean a little more, you know, actually get to hear how well, you know, Smoke Fan does in the booth. Does, you know, Brandon Gritton. You guys check him out. He's got a YouTube page, everybody. He does his, you know, it's not separate from Midnight, but when Midnight's not broadcasting, he broadcasts his own race, you know, and I went on there, and there was only 16 followers, and I guarantee you there's more than 1,000 Smoke Fans that, you know, out there that know who this man is. So go subscribe to his page, man. If you want to talk a little bit more about it and let him know about it, Smoke Fan, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to try to get Will Mosley in here as well. If you're ready, man, send me a message on Messenger. That's one of my buddies. And I got to say, last night at Michigan, I about had, you know, cried because I thought that I doored him going into the pit road. But I found out today watching the replay, and this was after a bad night of sleep, that the guy behind me doored me into him. And, I mean... we would have just put on a really good show for everybody that was watching the East race. I ruined it, you know, we robbed the viewers because the 24, man, he had a heck of a truck. But so did T-Wing, and I'm glad that he joined us here at Midnight, man. Sean as well. Any of these guys, I can get around and I can race with them, and they can hold lines, and that's what's fun, you know. When you can actually race with people, it's a blast. You know, Smoke Man. It's terrible when you're out there in a public lobby and you got you know, some guys that all they do is wreck people. It's no fun, is it?
No, it's not. Definitely isn't.
alright, and I have just received the invite from Slade as we are going to be getting duel number 2 underway. Alright, and this race is going to be exciting. We definitely got a lot of fast guys up there. Again, you know, duel number 1 was exciting, and this one I'm sure will not disappoint.
Let's go group 2. Good luck, guys. Invite the broadcast people.
I actually got the roster here for us for the second one. The lineup for everybody at home. Let's see. Actually, I do not, actually, so, I do know whichever one's car is, I did.
And I am going to get our camera here on these guys here. Smoke Fan, what are you expecting to see out of duel number 2?
I think it's gonna be good racing. Heck, there's only 13 cars on track. It's gonna be a pretty good race. I'll say about the same thing as the first race. The first race was a great race till the last couple of laps, but other than that, it's pretty good racing. I'll have fun.
Smoke Fan, I had a question for you, man, because this is, I mean, I drive a wheel, I know you drive a wheel. You know, when you're racing in the pack racing like at Daytona like that, how many times in the corners, and, you know, when you're really sucking up on somebody, you know, especially in the corners, are you 80% throttle compared to just having it totally, you know, you have to kind of back out the throttle in the corner.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
Here, or you'll just, hey, you're live, Will, in the booth here with us here. You know, we're fixing to do duel number 2. I know you had your family and your crew to take care of, but we didn't want to leave you out. It's kind of going to be you, Smoke Fan, and Sean. So I'm gonna pass it off to you. I'm gonna mention the sponsor one time, Ronin Imports, and basically, I'm just gonna tell you guys what lap, how many we got to go, and kind of let y'all do y'all thing. Have fun.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, welcome to the booth there, Will. Did you happen to catch duel number 1? What were your thoughts on that?
How many groups?
I think he's still probably trying to catch up with the. Anyways, the 48 of Pat's Ace, that's who is on the pole. I do have the roster in my hand, so I'm gonna have to chime in at time because I don't know if do you have a roster, Sean?
Yes.
You're able to see which cars. Okay, well, I won't have to chime in, and I want to let y'all do y'all's things. From the back, I'm fixing to send you a picture of my roster, buddy, and so you will know who is in what.
Yeah, man.
car.
I literally just got home, man. I'm trying to eat
No, they're
and get
fixing to
stuff
go green right
situated.
now.
I
You're
just
good.
logged on, so
You're good,
I
bud.
have, like, I mean, I walked in here.
No, you're good, bud. We're live right now. They're fixing to go to green. Like I said, if you want to back out of the party, we'll take care of it, and you can, we can do this. You can do the next one, man.
As we are green flag racing here at Daytona with the 48 of Pat's Ace off to a strong start here, followed by the 3 car of Slade. We also got the 19 of that one guy and Noco in the 96, all lined up at this point as the 78 is looking to get to the back bumper of the 96 and push him here. We got a big train coming here, Will, down the back stretch.
Yeah, I can't see it. I'm trying to get into the race right now.
No, you're good, man. Like I said, let me send you another party invite real quick.
No, I mean, I'm waiting to set the loading screen.
Invite to the race. Yeah.
It's that loading screen.
Okay, you're fine. Like I said, I'm gonna give you guys my favorite out of this race, a dark horse pick, and a guy that everybody's heard, in these races. Everybody keep an eye on that 9 Hooters car, Bags. He's well, both of the guys I'm gonna mention to you are probably really well. I'm gonna say just watch out for AK and watch out for Bags. Both of them guys always, they impress me.
Yeah,
dark horse at AK, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
AK's actually not in this race, y'all. Fluffy's in the 15. AK was unfortunately not able to make it in the duels. He'll be starting in the back, but my other 2 team cars in here, the 15 and 1.
And I actually believe AJ Storm is in this race. I know he finished 8th in our second split, or the first race of the showcase last night. So there's
how about that, y'all? 40 cars between 2 races, and there was only 1 caution last night in the showcase races. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
I say yeah.
Very impressive.
That was really impressive. Was the caution in your split, or was it in
Yeah, we had a caution on like lap 3, I think, and that was it.
Man, that's really impressive.
As the 48 car here is kind of getting left out hung to dry, is the 3 of Slade with the 19 and Noco seem to be making some moves here. As the 3 dives down below him, I think that the 48, 78, 9 and the 3 are going to look to make a train here, as the 1 car is looking to follow along with them going into turn 1.
For all the viewers at home, the 48 is Pat's Ace. He's normally in the 88, just so everyone knows it. That's Pat's Ace in the 48. He's always in the 88. That's what everyone knows him at. But all the 88 fans, he took New World Order come back and I guess wanted the 88, so he took the 48. No big deal, man. So just so you know who he is.
And I was going to say congratulations because, of course, Smoke Fan didn't cause the caution because he won his duel yesterday at the Esports first round there.
Yes, sir. That was a good race, sir. I have a good race car. I was actually surprised I qualified 5th overall for these duels and whatnot. It's a really good race car, though. I can pretty much put it wherever I want. It's a stick.
Sir, in the 48 all over the back bumper, the 3 car here at Daytona, as there's some contact there with the 9 and the 48. It looked like nothing too big, but just got a little bit enough to get him out of the groove a little bit. 9 going backwards is the 15 looking to catch the draft there of the 9 on the top of the racetrack, as these guys are battling 2 wide, 2 rows back here. Exciting racing so far, man. I'm impressed with Noco, man. Noco is definitely somebody to keep an eye on in this series.
For sure. Noco, he's a good driver. I'm glad he got moved up when he did. He definitely deserved it.
Yeah, he's definitely definitely putting in work. He came out of the developmental series, one of the 2 drivers that actually got moved up right away off of skill. So he must have impressed somebody somewhere. I'm a little faster than him, but you know, we settle that daily.
Yes, sir.
That's a move by the 3 car.
Big move coming
Noco
off
is the
Big
man.
move.
top right there.
Y'all, this is a good race right here. I think these Chevys really got the muscle though. That 48, that 3. AJ's done work his way back up here though, fellas. Bags, Fluffy right behind him.
That's that Toyota power coming there. That's that Toyota power. I'm not saying that just because I love Japanese cars, but you know.
Bags is always a front runner. He's always putting up gaudy lap times and you know, fast laps, and he's got enough aggression but enough patience to sit back and just, he's an all in all just a great package for this type of racing here.
Go Bags.
Who's in the 19 car, guys?
That one
I'm
guy.
waiting for the roster.
Oh, that one guy, yeah.
Here, I got you, Will. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Send it through Messenger.
Alright.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say the first race we called, I believe, was in Pocono, where that one guy actually was in the 19 and he won the race. I thought the whole night that they was just didn't know his name, was calling that one guy. One of those PSN names that, you know, mine's a little weird too, from the back. It's a racing term, so I'm thought about changing that as well.
It's the 15
How
of
about this 48 car though, guys? He's putting on the clinic.
Oh yeah, man.
Showing the muscle.
Absolutely, but the 15 of Fluffy, who was also in the showcase, or is also in the showcase series right now, he's showing some power too. But that 78 car of AJ Storm has definitely put some separation between these between those Chevys.
That one car, he keeps jumping out. He's trying to make that second line work, guys. Just don't know where he want to go.
Yeah, somebody got to get behind Diesel there.
That's the bad part about jumping out by yourself out there.
That's one thing I can say about the first Duels. We had a lot of side-by-side racing.
Oh yeah.
At least it felt like we did, anyways.
Oh no, you did. It was side by side for a while, man. It was exciting though.
Storm.
But and I'm looking for the 78 here to try and make a move. If I'm gonna pin these moves correctly, I'm gonna guess that it'll be Noco or it'll be the 78 who decides to try and move around the pack first, and Noco is probably gonna go with them, as I believe that
the 3 car is gonna try that Chevy horsepower. He sticks it out on the outside, see if he can't match up with the 1, see if they can't get a run off this turn here, see if they can't bring it up to the front.
Yeah.
Or they duck back in the back.
Yeah. At this point, Will, it's gonna be kind of hard if you only got 2 cars trying to run with a 6-car draft. You know, they're all chained up. So I think these guys. Go ahead.
I think that number 9 car might stick it out there with those Chevys if they can get a good enough run, and they might make something happen on the outside.
Yeah, but we also got the 19 there, who's also behind the 9. We got 3 Toyotas up there, and we got we got more Chevys up there. I haven't really seen too much of 6 BC Racer Kid up in this lead pack, and he was in the showcase races as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, actually he won one of the duels.
Oh, he did win
the other night. Yes, sir, he sure did. And he put on a good showing in the esports, the esports top 50 races that took place today. I think it was the duels. I know yesterday he put on a show at the first duel. So.
Yes, sir, man. Exciting racing we got going on right now, as everybody just seems to be single file with the exception, but 96 of Noco looks to be making a move on the inside there of the 9 who stepped out, but the 15 of Fluffy is going to jump up in front and try and catch the draft there. These 3 cars, the 15, the 9, and the 1 work together. They could make some progress, but As it looks like the pack is, yep, there it is right there. I called that move.
They're starting to get a little racy, yeah.
I called that move as the Toyota, or that the 96 decides to go with the 78 as there's contact in the backstretch. But we got the 19, the 96, and we got the 78, who AJ Storm makes a slide job move on the 48 there. After running with those Toyotas, man, I called that move as the 48 is looking to the inside quarter panel of the 48 or of the 78, who's going to take that move back.
Getting scary.
Man, well, this is becoming a manufacturer and team battle. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sir. I would agree with that.
It's starting to shape up as which, but all these guys, man, at the end of the day, you know, they might be racing a car and a certain sponsor or a manufacturer that they may not pull for in normal life, but you know that these guys pick their own teams and you know they go with what they go with.
Look at this. You got Slade in a Chevrolet. You got Bags in a Chevrolet. You got Pat Chase in a Chevrolet. Look, these guys right here. They are working with each other. As you can see, as we got a Toyota and Chevrolet on the outside. Like I said, sometimes manufacturer don't mean nothing.
Good job to Rick. Thank you guys for commentating.
You know, I believe the 48, 9, and 3 are hooked up because of that reason.
The Big Mac's moving.
They ran around each other a lot. And the other guys in the back, they'll do whatever they can take to get to the front.
I'm gonna tell you, man, that 48 looks like he's the car to beat tonight. Though it doesn't matter how many lines they get out there on that outside. He looks tough, man. We got a 3-car coming out.
We got Slade just hitting the apron really bad, and he actually saved it. Slade saved there, man. Nice save, buddy. Not to cut you off, Will, but
you're good, though.
Yeah, I'm on board with him. Kind of testing out my new Cadillac headset, so I was able to jerk it off mute real quick and catch the wreck, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I went all out for midnight, man. You'd be surprised at what I, you know, I just went out and I wanted, if I'm going to do this broadcasting thing, you know, if I want to mention Ronin Imports, Fade Grips, you know, Travis Braden, I'm hopefully getting to meet you in Daytona because I'm coming to the race, baby. I want to thank you guys for what y'all do, man. I mean, I personally have sent, you know, a letter to the CEO of Fanatec. I'm going to try to get him to sponsor our league and, maybe, you know, maybe he don't have to give every driver in the league a Fanatec, but maybe if, you know, if he sponsors a league, if he, you know, gives the champion a Fanatec, I'm sure they would be more than thrilled. If anybody knows what we're talking about, that's a direct drive. It's probably the best wheel you can get for any
that
kind of
seems to be the new hot toy out there on the market for this racing. I race any type of racing game.
Right. It's a toy that we all want to play with, and I know that there's only about 10% of the people that race this game that own one, and I actually don't know anybody that in our league that runs one. And
we got the 15 car in the wall for a second.
You're doing a great job, MBN.
I wouldn't say
he's in trouble losing the draft, maybe.
I mean, I would kind of step out there on that limb. You know, we probably got more top 50 showcase drivers in our league and fast guys in our developmental league, East and West, than probably any other league on the PS4 side. You know, I mean, I know the Xbox side. I watch the chats. They got a lot of dirt things going over there, but you know, and a couple of good, you know, leagues. But I believe what we're doing over here at Midnight, man. It's special, you know. Sean come in and brought some into his community from different games he played. You know, I went out and bought Madden. My sons, I bought them a new PlayStation so they can get into the Fortnite and the COD, the Red Dead Redemption, all that we're going to be broadcasting. So that's going to be bigger and bigger things, man. So smash that like button, guys. Midnight Broadcasting Network. I'm going to be giving $50 to somebody. Probably between the numbers of 100, and I don't know where we're at right now, but I'll look at the end of tonight's race and where we started at the beginning, between that number and 200. And, you know, I'm gonna put y'all in the drawing and randomize it, and one of y'all is gonna get a $50 PSN card off of
Midnight Broadcasting Network has really come on the scene of YouTube and really exploded compared to the normal growth of a YouTube channel. A lot of good guys here. A lot of guys that are racing our league, a lot of them are top 50. Almost every one of them is top 50 in this Cup Series. and the ones that aren't, they will be one day. Everybody's name holds a lot of weight around the Heat community, especially on the PlayStation side. No competition, second to none. You want to race
Sean,
with the big boys? Pick up
Sean,
the PS4 controller.
Would you, I mean, your feedback on that, wouldn't you say, I mean, you know some of these guys, you know the Heat is their community, I see you're active, you know, on Twitter, on social media. I mean, wouldn't you think Midnight, for you know, being a little over a week old, are you kind of surprised how much it's blown up, man? Or, you know, I'll be honest, I kind of expected it when I seen the lineup of drivers, you know. I know where the fast guys goes, the viewers go. I mean, that's the honest truth, and I believe we have the fastest guys on asphalt in the game.
Yes,
and
sir.
we're trying to pick up the fastest dirt guys in the game as well. Smoke
Don't
Man has
forget
kinda
the
got
Dirt Series, we got some
a
good
dirt league
drivers
set up,
over
man,
there as
and
well.
if you're one of them dirt guys,
When I
man,
have
you're
time
not an
I will
asphalt
get
guy.
into a social
Believe me,
media
we got
push for
spot for you.
MBN.
From the slowest guy in this game to the fastest guy. We're not the type to say, hey, go break that game and go hurt yourself because you're no good. You know what we want to do? We want to teach you to be better.
Yes, sir. But let's get back to calling the action here in this race. As we've been missing out here. Is the 78 of AJ Storm here is taking complete control over this race here. As the 48 looks to hit pit road with the 9. We got 3 Toyotas up front, followed by the 1 car of Diesel Piles here, piloting that McDonald's Chevrolet. But these Toyotas, man, they're looking strong. That 19 can get to the back bumper of that 96 car, and they can all run away with this. We're fixing to have a Toyota finish, guys. As these guys are, I don't believe that they haven't made pit stops yet, so they're going to be having to make pit stops soon here. But yes, now we got an all Toyota front end. Is a 78 of AJ Storm. We got the 96 of Noco, who always says no, and we got the 19 of that one guy, all seeming to have great fast cars here at Daytona.
Yeah, Roofer, who's your pick?
Man.
Yeah, who's your pick for tonight, Roofer? I didn't catch your pick out of these guys
Those
here.
are my teammates.
Oh, you heard me, Bags, man. Bags on the, you know, the guys that are well known and the sleeper picks.
Bags.
AK.
AK.
I've actually AK didn't make the. I'm talking about Noco. You know that we run together a lot. As you can see, big trouble on pit road right there. The 9 and the 48 got through it. That's gonna be key. That 9's gonna be tough to beat, man.
Yeah, that's what I was speaking about earlier. Bags always puts on a big show. He's out front now, got the 48 hooked up on the tailgate. Let's see how these. You know, the 48 was hard to pass. Nobody couldn't get that second row going out there on the outside with him out front. Let's see how he is pushing. Let's see how quick they can gather it back up. Let's see if they can just break away after all these pit stops shake out.
Pat's Ace and Bags have probably more experience than anybody on this game drafting together. So that's that's going to be a big problem for the rest of the field. Them Chevrolets are rolling right now. That low Chevrolet is, if you want to know how to push somebody at home at Daytona, you're seeing it right now, guys.
They're definitely putting on a clinic.
These guys are running so well up here in the front of the field. I'm going to go back to the back a little bit and just kind of see how the, we see pit stops shaking out. Let's see how they roll out in pit stops here.
And Roofer, this is actually, this is for the pole position, starting position for the race upcoming 500, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The winner of these duels tonight are going to start on the front row of the 500, just like they do in real life, man. Thank you, Ronan Import.
Actually, I do. I believe that it's actually going to be determined because the front row's already been set in qualifying. I believe the front row is set by young boy Terrell, and I don't know who's on the outside of him after qualifying, but I believe that this actually sets back the rest of the field after first and second.
Well,
I
I'm have to
believe.
find out about AJ Storm, our founder, you know, of this midnight. He's not the founder. He's one of the founders. But I have to pay admin to how it's gonna work. But I thought that was the whole point of putting on the duel in the real life. They were gonna take the winner of both and put them on the front row. It was my understanding. And I may be wrong. But anyway, whoever wins this race, man, anytime you can get a win at midnight, it's prestigious.
Prestigious, especially with the lineup that we carry up here in the Cup Series.
Oh, absolutely. Well, the lineup and the talent of these guys is unheard of.
Second to none.
Oh, absolutely. No secundus. But yeah, man. That 9 car, the 48, all looking strong right now as they're coming up on the 19 of that one guy who, you know, had some trouble getting on the pit road, making contact with the 96 or the 78 there on their last stop. But it looks like that they're going to hold each other up. It doesn't look like they're trying to put him a lap down. They're going to try and hold him up here, get him back to his teammates here so we can fix to have a good finish.
I tell you what's impressing me is this line back here with, I believe, 78 of AJ Storms. That he's in 4th in this line right here. But from what I'm seeing, I mean, you're going in draft so fast here. It's really hard to control on the controller. I mean, you're back and forth. They look like 4 controller guys that are, and it looks like Slade's leading the pack, and these guys are literally, I bet you they're putting down 43 nines right now. I mean, honestly, they're throwing down some lap times.
And as I've heard echoing through the Midnight Racing Network guys, as you know, we race a lot with each other during the day also to try to prepare for all these different events we put on for you guys. A lot of them said your car does handle a lot different from 205 miles an hour, which you are by yourself. You get upwards of 218, 220, 222 miles an hour in the draft at different points. Your car, it doesn't matter how good a handling car you have, as much aero sensitive as these cars are, you got your hands full for sure.
You're exactly right. That is actually NOCO in that pack right there. NOCO in the 96 with the 15 Fluffy and the 1 car of Diesel Piles and AJ Storm in that pack. And from what I see on the track, that pack right there is moving. So they're really trying to play this fuel strategy card out. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens at the end of this race here, man.
Absolutely, man. We're fixing to have like I said, we're fixing to have a great finish here.
Yeah, I wish I had a lap counter, but nobody in this race. I do not have their live feed for YouTube like I do for WVU fan. I will have to work on that, guys. As everyone knows, you know, MP Roofer usually has every racer in the book on his friends list just because everyone knew me from Impact. And I
MP Roofer is the man.
Well, I'm not saying I'm the man. It's just,
I'm saying you the man, Roofer.
Well,
We'd love to have you here, man.
Heat
You're a
3,
very
man.
special character, buddy.
I'm a character. I'm a great father. You know, I didn't think I'd be very good at the booth, and sometimes I do take over a little bit, but that's why I want to get you guys a chance to shine, man. But man, NOCO and 15, if y'all are watching that pack, dude, I mean, they are just moving. I mean, I know you probably got it out on front, Sean, but I'm kind of watching back here to see how well if they can keep this
thumbs
going,
up,
because if they do,
thumbs
they're
up,
gonna fix it,
loving
guys.
the
I mean,
action.
they may be the leaders. I don't know. Because I don't have a live feed to see how the pit road shook out, you know.
That's why I'm hoping this update, Roofer, that they put on here, I hope the update actually will help us with this lap counter and let us know who's out front, who's a lap down.
I'll be honest with you.
Actually, Will, they are going to be updating the spectator mode from what I've heard.
Right. They never expected this to happen. They never expected guys to take time and for free get up here in the booth and call a race. They didn't expect that. And now that they see what's going on, now they're gonna accommodate us. And from what I hear, NASCAR Heat 4, you know, when it comes out, is going to be the cream of the crop. I mean, the closest thing on a console you can get to iRacing. I mean, we'll see when we get there. But I'm hoping what they're saying is true. Is right now that second pack split up into a two by two. So that's kind of weird. If you know, maybe they're leading this race if they would do that. You know, because NOCO and the 78 of AJ Storm is underneath the 15 of Fluffy and the 1 of Diesel Piles.
Heck yeah, buddy. It's definitely good racing, man. I'm gonna drop back here in the pack a little bit and see exactly who's back by themselves. The 31 car looks to be in front of these guys. Maybe if they can get there to him, maybe he can jump on the back of their pack, or maybe they'll just get up to him and work with him. 5-car pack looks like it's going to be the more cars you have here at Daytona or any restrictor plate track. It's definitely going to be more muscle, more air you're pushing out of the way times faster.
That's right.
If those four
if you're
hook
that
up, it's
lead
over.
guy, you don't have to deal with the dirty air. I mean, it's on the game like it is in real life. If you're the lead guy leading the pack, you don't push like you do in second place when you're running in the corner at 212, 13 mile an hour. You push like a dump truck because you're going so fast. But when you're up front and you got that clean air, I mean, you can just pretty much paint that yellow line. So, I mean, that's why people want to maintain their track position. As you can see, they get around the 31 there. I bet you he's glad to have some drafting help, and he's going to jump right on their tail, and he be thankful. Hey, to me, it looks like that's bagging them back there in the second pack, maybe. Let me see that. The 1948 and 9 have a pack, and they're going into one. Where's this second pack at on the line, on the track?
Coming out of 4.
Okay.
Or no, coming out of 1, I'm sorry.
Who's all in that pack there, Sean?
The 96, 78, 131? Or is there another pack that you were looking at?
No, I'm trying to switch through. I was on the 31
The
car.
Storm, that AJ Storm is pushing the 96 here. They're actually, let's see, let me go on, they're on board. They're fixing to cross the start-finish line, and they're coming up on a single car. So let me see where Bags and them are compared to them. Let's see. Actually, let's see.
I see the 3-car leading this other pack in between. The 31 cars in between the packs. I see the actual 3-car.
Noco right now, from what I see, unless BC Racer played a good fuel strategy and they're putting him a lap down, Noco in that front pack is our leader. Unless BC Racer, they're coming up to him in that 6. He could be our leader on fuel strategy. But actually, Bags and them, they're actually behind this pack trying to work together to get back up front. And that one guy in the 19, he wasn't able to hold on to the draft. So he's kind of by himself now. Because like I said, like these 4 guys up here, Noco and AJ Storm, man, they're putting on a clinic. I've had a race on a controller at a super speedway. I mean, this is very impressive.
Absolutely, but that backpack is coming. That backpack is coming. I can see them in the screen here. They're coming into
fruition. The 15 goes high, kind of breaks up the first pack, and that's exactly what the second pack wants to see. They want to see this first pack race each other, and that's what it looks like it's going to happen now. Is they got numbers. It's 3 against 2. The 15 car, Fluffy looked high, and now he got back in. He must have, they must realize that second pack is right there, and if I was them, I'd say, hey, let's save it to the last lap.
Man, if I know Fluffy wants to win this race, though, so I feel it up here in the booth as BC Racer Kid is gonna get behind him. They're gonna go single file and duck down here, but man, Fluffy and Noco, all these guys obviously want to win. But looks like
you think if Fluffy gets that high side going, you can see the 1, do you think the 6 is going to go with him and try to make it the move, or you think once he gets them even, you think he'll dump them and go down to the bottom?
Honestly, it's so hard to hold a bump draft here in the corner, so you gotta take into consideration that the only time that you're really on the back bumper of somebody is on the straights. You gotta.
You never push in the corner. Yeah. Not if you know what you're doing. You don't want to do that.
I mean, you
call that
see what I expected.
BC Racer
big
contact there.
The 1 gets into the 6 and he gets around. That's Diesel Powell's single car accident. I don't believe we're going to have a caution, guys, and that's what happens when you get guys that say, hey, too early, let's go ahead and try to make a move now. And now that just ruined his race. It didn't bring out a caution. He's got to hope for a caution now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Here, these Toyotas, man, they're strong. Telling you, they are strong. Is the 15 of Fluffy trying to maintain the draft of the
Last lap.
96 and 78? As we are coming
Mac attack.
to one to go, I believe. This is
Yeah, this is the
this
money
is
lap,
it.
man. This is our Ronin imports, yeah.
As the 90,
This is our
as the
money lap.
78 is looking to the outside of the 96 of
We got
NOCO. They're
AJ
gonna
Storm
go.
looking on NOCO.
They're gonna
Is
go.
NOCO gonna say no?
They're gonna go side by side into turn one. As it looks, we'll
I don't
see
think so,
here.
Rupert.
We'll see if the
Come on,
78
AJ,
looking
get
to
behind
the
him.
inside.
Come on, AJ, pull that draft up to him. You know it. I mean, he's not going to take him out for the win, but he's trying to pull all the airs. NOCO is our winner of race 2 with AJ Storm in second. Wow. I mean, not try to steal your thunder there, Sean. Man, these are two guys that they race with every day, and I'm proud of both of them. You know, both these guys. As NOCO, he's a really busy man. Sometimes he don't get on till 10, 11 o'clock, and he's like, "Hey, man, is anybody racing?" And you know, at midnight, you know, as you know, we're sometimes we're racing.
Which fits in his schedule just fine, Roofer. You know, he
That's
owns
right.
he owns a bar out in New Mexico, so everybody
Okay, so
everybody
he's
has
on
a main
Western
Thumbs up.
time.
MOG
Yeah, so
incoming
that's
fist.
why, right? He gets home at
So
6:30, and for us, it's 11:30.
everybody's trying to balance their life. These guys do not race this full time, guys. You know, everybody has a family, a life, and we're just grateful they
NOCO
take
said
time out of their
no.
busy day to
Good
put on a
job,
show for
boys.
you guys, all our YouTube viewers.
Yeah,
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also,
Yeah.
click that bell for the
I'm
notifications so
gonna
you
go
don't
ahead
miss
and
none of
get
the action.
our. I got both of these guys on my friends list, and I'm gonna go ahead and get our big winner in here. Or, you know, I'll get him. You know,
Noco's gonna
you
be
know,
pumped, Roofer. You know
yes,
that.
sir. You know, I actually brought this guy. This guy did not have a team to work with, and he was in the developmental league where he was. And I said, hey, man, I put him on the list, and the first time he ever ran with these guys, he got in, and man, I am proud of him. Him and AK Racing, like at Michigan, crossed each other over 6 times, and they said they liked what they seen, and they bumped him
I'm
right up
just
the cup.
I'm just
And
excited to see what kind of show they're gonna put on further back in the years. They mesh into their
Great
the
race,
special
guys.
teams and get more
right,
training,
this
get
ain't
more
even a
development.
points race, Sean. You
No,
know what I mean? Much excitement, and Will, you know, it's much excitement we're seeing. Wait till they start racing for points, man. Which I do want to ask NOCO and AJ Storm when they do get in here about this. You know, is this for the front row of the 500, or is this for, you know, for fun? So we'll find out. I just invited both of them. Um, it might take them a minute. Sometimes guys go to the hauler after the race and talk
talk
things
about
out.
it,
Right.
high five each other, give each other a hug.
Right. I didn't see anything that would cause that issue. It was like, again, I want to thank Fade Grips, Ronin Imports, Travis Braden, all those sponsors here. You know, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do this. And
Not at all.
Sean is here trying to get some big sponsors on board, and I don't want to make no announcements yet, but honestly, he's trying to get us expanded really big time. As we got AJ Storm, our second place finisher right here, man, in the party that, you know, I would say that would have to be one of our closest finishes right here at midnight, man. That was beautiful, dude, on a controller, man. I like it.
Yeah, me, NOCO pretty much work together. He's my teammate. He's affiliated with me. I'm actually the guy that signed him onto our Cup Series
Excellent
roster.
job, guys.
Awesome.
But Diesel Piles and Fluffy, us four, we worked pretty good there the last about 15, 20 laps. And we got away from Bags and all them, and we eventually just gapped him even more. So I was going to try to slingshot him, but I timed it very awfully. So
Right, I didn't have a live feed to watch, so at one moment I was looking to the pack and kind of thinking, oh man, Bags and the 48, the 9 to 48 and a 19 are running good together, and then I actually went up to y'all's group and said, wait a minute, we got a 4-car line here that is really moving, and I bet you guys were hitting some 43-second laps, and then I went and seen where you were compared to them on track, and I'm glad that we got to give you guys some love and wasn't calling the wrong guys out. Man, I was really impressed. I tell you what, you look like you were on one of the best wheels in the game is what it looked like, and he did that on controller, man. That to me is awesome.
Yeah, it was a fast car, and you guys killed it up here in the booth, and I'm blessed to have you three in the booth for our races, joined by Alex and Ed too. So thanks for commentating. Thanks for taking your time. Respect everyone.
I had a question for you though before you do leave, because I know you know a lot about the admin things. Was tonight's race, was that for the front row of the Daytona 500, or was this just kind of
our Daytona 500 front row is going to be Young Boy Terrell and Pat's Ace on Tuesday.
Okay. So
NoCo will start
correct.
third, and who won the other race?
Galen.
NoCo and Galen will make up the second row, and then I'll be in the third row.
Okay, so Sean was correct about that, guys. So I'm sorry about that for at home. So what they did was a qualifying race for the first and second spot, and then the night's heat duels made up the second row. So I'm sure you're gonna be up front, man, and you're gonna be pumped. Great showing, AJ. This is, I mean, you just every time I see you, you just get better and better, man. I love it.
Driving the wheels off that thing, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Congratulations.
Yep. Great race.
Yep.
Right, I'm gonna send Noko another invite. He's one of them guys. I got him on my friends list, but he actually shows himself offline all the time, so I have to go actually search his name, man.
If you want to go ahead and get the third place finisher in,
we're only doing top 2, I think.
I think we're only doing top 2 because of time constraints. The more talking we do, the less racing they get to see. So let me get our big winner of race 2 in here. We've had big complaints before because you missed out on a whole first stage of a race. There's our big winner of race number 2. I'm gonna let your boy right here, Will and Sean, kind of answer you. I kind of glad that AJ noticed you for me bringing you in, and great win, brother.
Hey guys,
Okay.
Thanks, man. Hey.
How about that win? First time you put up on the front row, these big boys. How about that?
Oh man, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie. That was my nerves were through the roof. We played a really good strategy there, all 4 of us, Diesel and AJ and Fluffy.
Hold on, Noko. Are your settings set to always allow?
Yeah,
I believe
sure
so.
Your voice settings is set to always allow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. We just had a good piece under me, man. It does good in the draft. It does good out front, and man, I just attribute that to the whole Toyota camp and all of us just working together for that same goal, man.
How do you feel to be a part of AJ Storm's team in the Toyota camp here at Midnight? What are you looking at the 500 and the upcoming season here? I know you got to be pumped, ready to go now.
I'm ready, man. I'm pretty optimistic about the season. I'm just, real thankful and really like running with these guys. I got mad respect for all these guys. They're real fast out there, so just try to keep it clean and keep the nose under me and see where it rolls.
Cool deal,
Glad
man.
you found a home here at Midnight, man, because, I seen you rolling around solo and was kind of, I was trying to get you in that Kansas race, and dude, as soon as you got a little bit of exposure, you were able to show them what you was all about, Noko. And,
wow, I got to attribute that to the team, man. All these guys here at Midnight, they just work to get everybody better, and that's what it all comes down to, man, is we want everyone better. That way the racing's better.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations, Noko, on a big win here at Daytona.
Yeah,
Speed weeks.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Congratulations, Noko. Very, very good racer. I look forward to racing with you, hopefully in the next couple of minutes, because I'm ready to race, boys. What about you?
Sounds good, guys. I appreciate your time, man.
Very much down.
Yeah, absolutely, Noko. We will talk to you guys here
thank
soon.
You, Popcorn Love.
Right on, brother. I'll see you soon. Let's go, baby.
He's pumped up, man. He's a really good guy, man. I'm happy for him, man. You want to finish it out, Roofer, with all our sponsors and any social media you want to plug?
Everybody, man. You guys check out Twisted Demon Sean here in the booth. Sean, if you want to let them know about your channels real quick, I know you're very involved in the social media thing. I'll let you go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, definitely follow me up on Twitter. That's XTW1STED XDEMON.
Thanks, Marcus.
I post all the time on Twitter. That's also my Twitch. I Twitch every day, or post on or stream on Twitch every single day. Best content. I'm actually starting to stream a little bit of Apex Legends, which is a lot like Fortnite. But yeah, it's definitely a great game. Definitely check it out. Hopefully we'll be able to stream it a little bit more here on the Midnight Broadcast Network channel. But yeah, man, quick shout out to Ronin Imports. Obviously, if you're into Stanson and tuning cars, go check them out. They got everything that you need there. Travis Braden again, racing the ARCA race upcoming at Daytona. Gonna be fast, gonna be a guy to look out for. And also, of course, Fade Grips. You know, if you're into first-person shooting games, you know, you need some more grips on your controller, you know, definitely go ahead and take that out. And for all of us here in the booth, we say goodbye, and we will see you next time.